Alright, chat, I'm officially live. I'm gonna show you all able to hear me. I Anyway, y'all able to hear me, chat? Anyway, y'all able to hear me, chat? Anyway, yo, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back with more of me playing Fortnite with my homie Joker. I mean, it's been quite a while, but like, hey, um, yeah, just get over consider playing with him. Apparently, it kicked me out. This is not my PS5, just FI chat. It's my dad's PS5. I'm definitely going to consider getting the PS5 Pro because I'm pretty sure the Pro does not necessarily overheat. I'm going to consider winning this game. I got to constantly grind. But yeah, apparently my boy AZ, he mentioned he was going to sleep at exactly 12 something, and apparently he's awake. And he was referring to like his time. Because he mentioned to not do, well, no, he didn't mention sleep, but he mentioned to not do the roleplay at exactly that time was for Fortnite. And I'm like, okay, so I was sick of like 11 something, but then I wanted to play with Joker or, my boy Aiden on GTA 5 online, because shit, I want to consider doing that shit. Because, my girl's asleep. I want to consider doing that high school sim. I'm currently on a PS5. So, might as well. But apparently it's too late because he mentioned if we want to do the roleplay, and I'm like, man, we could have done it earlier or we could have done it 12 something or whatever if, um, but yeah, apparently we gotta consider doing it, Friday. Him and I gotta do Friday. And I have plenty of time. I'm gonna work, but like, I have plenty of time. So I'm gonna set a timer because I actually have to get a haircut. It's gonna be badass as fuck, chat. Hope they don't fuck my hair up because I constantly got my hair fucked. I have hair loss, so like my hair cannot grow to that limit as it typically does. Anyway, chat. Anyway, without further ado, let's get straight to this shit once for all. Um, you know, let's fucking get straight to this shit. Like over, so chat. So anyway, let's fucking get straight to this shit. Man. But anyway, chat, without further ado, let's get straight to shit once for let us Anyway, chat, let's fucking get straight to the shit. Hold on, let me see if he's back. I don't wanna keep it muted for very long. I just wanna mention something, whatever. Anyway. You there? Yo? Okay. Just quite curious. But yeah, I mean, AZ did not necessarily lie, chat. He, I mean, who knows? I'm not gonna mention that he's lying. Come on, why exactly would I mention it? So yeah, him and I gotta do on Friday. Gotta postpone because of that shit, chat. Plus, I gotta grind. I mean, I'm not gonna grind because of that shit. I'm possibly gonna save my rewards for real. Um, 1, 2, 3. Claim all. Oh, I figured that's what it overall was referring to. It's all good. I'll just get one more and then I'll consider getting it. Level exactly do I have to overall be on? 35, okay. I'm gonna consider Fortnite solo. Might as well. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 matches with him and then I'm gonna do roleplay with AZ. And then 3 something. Okay, I'll actually stream Telltale The Walking Dead Season 2 later today. I know, chat. I know. I was gonna overall stream it. Then my girl called me and then my sister wanted to play GTA while my girl was playing Telltale The Walking Dead Season 1. So And my girl, I gotta teach her how to play Telltale The Walking Dead. She spam choices and she doesn't pay attention to them, and then she gets pissed. give me attitude like shit on her period, and I'm like, babe, chill, like it's not necessarily that deep, it's not necessarily that deep. But I still love her, Chad. Why would I cheat? I never cheated, which is actually very interesting. I have never cheated on any of my exes. My exes fucked me up. Or excuse me, not fucked me up. They fucked with me. Be for real. But yeah, my boy, he's currently AFK at the moment. I'm not going to mention, because why would I mention something like... Well, I'm not going to really mention it, so... Um, did I overall got that situated? Oops, I didn't mean to hang up on him. I meant to mention, sorry, I can't talk at the moment. I can't necessarily chat at the moment. I didn't meant to hang up on him. But yo, appreciate you all for exactly 580 subs. Don't be desperate, because I am going to have... I don't want to really mention sleepover. That's more of like if you're a kid. I'm spending time at my grandparents' place for like 3 days. Sleepover is like quite different. Or is it, or does people still consider it a sleepover? Nah, I feel like that's more of like if you're a kid hanging out with a kid sleeping over. Your grandparents' place, man, that's your grandparents. I refer to like I'm spending time for like a few days. I wish I could I wish I could go live and shit, but they are a bit strict of certain things and sleeping schedule and shit. I'm just gonna be in my room talking with my girl. That like, what's in that moment? Oh, even if I hang up, he can still send me a voice out message. Okay, I was gonna mention. Yeah, he's just gonna constantly send me that. I don't like when people send me voicemails, not voice messages. Excuse me, voicemails. I don't like when people send me that. If it's like work related, yeah, sure, I'll listen. I'll be sure to listen to it. Because like, if you don't receive a call, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna be sure to send this. I'm gonna consider playing this. I'm gonna consider playing solo. My boy Joker's currently busy at the moment, taking care of some business. Yeah. Like over, so chat. Oh. Oh. Yo, what is good, my brother? How you feeling, brother? Yeah, my bad. I didn't have a chance to respond to it. How you been? What's your name exactly? Are you new here? Like, are you new here? I was gonna mention, are you new here? Because I just received exactly not 800, 580 subs. Yo, hope my youngest sister's not mad at me later today. And yeah, she's not like my mom or my dad. She's not like, oh, or not my dad, excuse me. He typically texts and mentioning, oh, like, just don't be too loud or whatever. But like my mom, she's not like, oh, can you go to sleep? Like, she's not like very sensitive. She just like wants to sleep because of school. School's important for her. Yo, why isn't the boy AZ calling? I know he wants to do the role play, but if my boy has to have to bed, then I'll do the role play.
Complaining about me that I'm mad that you already called me out saying that it's my fault for not role playing with you around 9 or 12 your time. It doesn't make sense that you're complaining that I ran out of time because because I was playing GTA. I was waiting for you, but you never responded. So that's why I play Genshin. That's why. And then you never told me anything. And then now you're complaining on stream that it's my fault for it's late and I didn't tell you anything. It's not my fault, guys. It's yours. You can't be complaining on stream.
Not mine either.
It's my fault for not doing that. You never told me. You never texted me. All you texted me was like, let's roleplay at 11:10 your time, But you never did. You never texted me.
Yeah, but also just later I'm gonna call him and mention to him like what he mentioned. Cause I didn't mention. Okay, here I'm gonna explain this to him on call. Here I'm gonna. I can't really mute myself on stream. Or mute. Here I'm gonna just talk to him and then once he's back, I'm gonna Say, hold on, give me a minute. Here, I'll explain to him and then mention to him like, oh, we can do it now or whatever. Hey,
What do you want? You lied to me.
I, okay, you said you have to head to bed.
You're saying that, oh, you're gonna roleplay with me at 11:10, but you didn't do anything. I was waiting all night for you, but you never responded to me.
Yeah, I was gonna do a suit, but
You wasn't. Like, you keep ghosting me every time. You keep saying, "Oh, it's let's do it at 11 my time," and then but you never do anything. How am I supposed to know?
yeah, but we did it. We did it yesterday.
But we didn't do it last night. We only did like 30 minutes. We didn't even do any storyline related.
I mean, we can do it right now because I was waiting for my friend. But
You saying that you complain on Tyler's fire.
no, okay. What I mentioned is you mentioned that you can't do it at 12 because of work related. That's what you mentioned. I'm not saying like, oh, you're just making it up on that. I didn't mention like that. I'm just mentioning like what you mentioned, according to what you mentioned, pretty much.
No, but I didn't say that.
But you said, do you want me to read the Discord text?
Yeah.
Because
I never said like, oh, we can't. I'll be asleep around 12.
because you mentioned um. Okay, I mentioned the roleplay at exactly 12 a.m. and you mentioned why is that? And I mentioned overall. I mentioned to my viewers that the time overall adjusted, and then I mentioned my girl's asleep, and then you mentioned you can't do it that time, and I mentioned it's because of work related.
Yeah, earlier.
Okay, were you like wondering if I'm referring to like your time or my time? Because I was referring 12 my time.
I know, but I was waiting for you.
So you're saying like you're gonna head to bed at 12 your time?
Yeah.
Because I mentioned 12 my time. That's what we're gonna do roleplay, not 12 your time.
That's what I was saying. That it's 12 yours.
Well, then we could do the roleplay now and then 3:30 or.
I'm already in bed already.
So do you want to like do it like after your MC or do you not have MC?
I don't have it tomorrow.
No, yeah, we could do it tomorrow then.
But you keep saying that, but you never put action. I wanted to role play around like 8 or like 7 my time, but you didn't answer me.
So pretty much you said 7 your time?
No, I'm saying 7 today.
Like your time though.
Yeah. Which is you said 10:30. I was waiting for you.
Yeah, but I mentioned to my viewers like I adjusted time just because if my girl needs help with the game, but if she's asleep then we can do 10:30.
No, you told me that she was already asleep.
Yeah, but then my friend wants to play GTA because I was wondering if because you were heading to bed or something.
You didn't tell me anything. How am I supposed to?
Yo, my bad. I had to apparently deal something that you heard earlier. Yeah, apparently, all I'm just gonna mention is, my friend, misunderstood of what I mentioned, and apparently I had to had an argument, so that's why I had to mute myself when you, got finished, taking care of business. But anyway, we're gonna just play 2 matches, and then I'm just gonna stream another game. Possibly The Walking Dead. Oh, you know what? Let's just play this match, and then I'm gonna possibly grind later today. But as well, I'm gonna play with my friend, the one who's calling me and was arguing with me and all that, and then afterwards I'll be sure to play with you if you're. Or you know what? We could play a bit earlier because you mentioned you have a day off. If my girl is not able to play with me on GT, then we could be sure to do the heist. And then yeah, what's that? Alright. Oh shit! I haven't head towards this area. I mean, shit. That's the whole point they added. Because people were constantly begging it for like years or a decade, like mid decade of last decade, pretty much. Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're referring to. I'm pretty sure people were try hard was in OG Fortnite, like the original. I don't even bring it up to people because I figured that they were gonna remove it for real. I feel like this because I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the CEO is for real like greedy. Like he just cares about the money. He doesn't give a shit about the game. No, same CEO, the one who created Fortnite from scratch, pretty much. Unless it's the team, because what if the CEO is not making those decisions? What if this is the team and they're disobeying the CEO, and the CEO's like, "Yo, why the fuck you did this shit? Why you remove this?" So obviously, why would the owner do that? The Epic Games will pretty much get sued if it was a CEO, but obviously it's a team. So, but I'm obviously not gonna waste my time just to sue Epic Games because why the fuck would I? Because I know people out there they can sue companies for the wrong and dumbest reasons, like fucked up reasons. Uh, the fuck? Well, what the fuck? Oh yeah, afterwards I'm possibly getting call my afterwards before I consider playing the Walking Dead. Some players are dumbasses for real. Yeah, I see. But yeah, no, OG Fortnite, yeah, that's like badass. Damn. Alright, you can be sure to reboot me whenever you consider getting a chance. But yeah, nah, I for real need a job. Like, I need to for real get my own place. I'm pretty sure you collected it, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, when I head towards Texas, I'm possibly gonna consider bringing my girl. You want to consider doing another match since it wasn't like just real quick. Bro, I worked yesterday. I'm still like energized, so I feel like it's just how my body is used to it. Or because I'm an adult and you're still like, are you done with puberty or like you have to wait until you're 18? Okay, I got finished when I was like, oh, okay. No, I did take puberty lessons. I was wondering if like physically wise is. Wait, you said 25? So even if my brain's done developing at 25, it's gonna. I mean, I still look the same, so I don't have like any aging effects. Why would I have to have good genes to age? That's like I look like my dad. But my dad's aging, so like it could be like a great. You want me to mention his age or? Okay. He's 43. Okay, because I'm young. Or because I know they're gonna develop those technologies where people would look young forever, but if they even invent it, so when do you think it's gonna occur then? Yeah, I had no weapons. But yeah, no, I definitely took puberty lessons. It's just um I didn't see where you were landing towards. Don't you have plenty of gold to reboot me? Because I'm pretty sure you could. Otherwise, you can just head towards where I'm at. But overall, 25 is the exact age for when puberty ends. Oh, I definitely do. A live stream? Yeah, I do. You want to do one more match or just call quits? Alright. And plus, the whole point, like, why I'm energized, possibly genetics as well, have nothing to do with the aging shit. Because I used to stay up late when I was your age as well, so it really wouldn't matter. But hey, bro, I'll just catch you later for GTA, and then I'll play Fortnite with my homie because apparently he got pissed because I was wondering if he was heading to bed and I didn't play with him. So, but yeah, that's why I mute myself so that I can keep it personal. But anyway, yeah, I'll catch you later, bro. Uh, yo, chat. Yo, did y'all heard that chat? My boy AV got pissed. Hey, I'm not making fun of him, Chad. It is like for real. Like I have to mute myself because my boy Joker came back, and I want to keep it personal between me and AV. But y'all, I wouldn't necessarily care if y'all heard it, but Joker was back, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on?" Because he doesn't typically hear that shit. He's typically busy with work and shit. He's like, you know, but yeah, I figured puberty ends at exactly 25. Come on, bro. I mean, my brain's fully formed, developing wise. My mentality is fully developed and fully formed. Like my mentality is fully formed, but my mentality as well is fully developed. But when I'm 25, my brain physically is gonna be fully developed. I'll let you know. But actually, I'm gonna continue ending right here. If you want to see more of me doing a continuation of the Fortnite roleplay with my boy AD once him and I does it, which is on exactly Thursday. Be sure to leave a comment down below. I'll explain to my younger sister like, oh, him and I wasn't able to. Now explain to her why. I'm gonna call my boy Eric because I'm gonna mention to him like, yo, why was he pissed at me? Like, I can explain to Eric like, because like, bro, he mentioned he was gonna have to bed. I mentioned 12 o'clock. He knows when I mean by 12 o'clock. He knows it's my time, not his time. And he's like, oh, I have to head to bed. And I'm like, bro, like, why is my boy AZ confused? I'm never confused, chat. But he is. But I'm not gonna really judge him and all that. He got pissed because he's like, whoa, why are you calling me out on YouTube and all that? And I'm like, bro, I can't hide shit from my viewers. If I was a president, I'm gonna mention I'm the president. I'm not gonna keep this private so that if I have haters, they're gonna shoot me in the head. No, no. But anyway, I'm gonna end right here. I'm gonna do the role play. You all aren't mad, right? Yeah, I know you all are not mad. You all like, yeah, I'm cool with it. I don't care when you do the role play. But anyway, I'm gonna end right here. Take these chat. I'm gonna play Telltale The Walking Dead season 2 whenever. I can talk as loud as I want because my younger sister, she's not sensitive. She just prefers that I'm not loud while she's awake. So when she heads to bed, she's like, it's peaceful, And jumping under, take these chats. And then yeah, my boy Joker. You remember how I mentioned I didn't like the YouTube advice he's giving? I respect that. He wants me to make my title specific. I'm gonna make my YouTube title specific. And then he was mentioning something. Oh, he was mentioning don't say you mention. I'm like, bro, I got perfect. Excuse me, that's it. Perfect. I got perfect grammar, verbally and in terms of like writing and typing wise, and just overall, my grammar is perfect. Chat. Y'all cannot. Some people are jealous of my grammar. Y'all know that. A lot of teenagers are actually because when you're having those mood swings, your emotions are uncontrollable. Apparently, mine wasn't. I never had mood swings. I possibly get pissed because y'all know why. Y'all know why. I don't need to explain all this shit, You know what? It's because of my traumatic situation, my stress, anxiety, and depression is specifically associated with my traumatic situation. So when I do get pissed, it's because of those three or those two. But I'm gonna end right here. Tickets chat. I love you all. Anybody watching? No? Okay. And y'all know I'm not religious. I mentioned to AVs that I'm joking with you all, but pretty much I'm serious with you all. I'm pretty much serious with you all in terms of my non-religious beliefs. And yeah, he was watching me, but just when I was mentioning, not just when I was like, he thinks I was calling him out. Calling someone out is when they did something wrong. Okay, that was calling out. But when I mentioned about the non-religious shit, he doesn't even know, and he would never know. Eric can know. I would love when Eric knows because clearly he's not religious and he has to be honest with me, But I'm gonna call him. Actually, I'm gonna call before I end this. Hold on, let me call him. Hey, I'm fearless. I am fearless. Yo, should I play all those voice item messages of AZ? Let me see what he mentioned.
Yeah, you literally called me out saying that it's my fault for not role playing with you around 9 or 12 your time. It doesn't make sense that you're complaining that, I ran out of time because, because I was playing GTA, all that stuff. I was waiting for you, but you never responded. So that's why I played Genshin, that's why. And then you never told me anything. And then now you're complaining on stream that, it's my fault for, it's...
Wasn't really like complaining, like, ugh, No. Oh, hold on, I don't want to call him. Almost clicked on the call because he's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up.
Late and, I didn't tell you anything. It's not my fault, Mike. It's yours.
It's not mine.
You should be complaining on stream saying, it's my fault for not doing that. You never called me. You never texted me. All you texted me was like, let's roleplay at 11:10 your time, But you never did. You never texted me. You're ghosting me.
No, I'm not.
My fault for you complaining about me. You don't deserve the right to complain about me.
Actually, I do.
It's technically your fault.
No, it's not.
Doing it. You're supposed to tell me that we're going to do it that day. I'm pissed because how you're complaining on stream just to tell your viewer that how I'm a bad person.
I never mentioned he's a bad person, chat. See, when someone misunderstood something, because look at me, I never misunderstood, and then he's like saying, like, I'm saying, he's a bad person, don't like trust him. No, I never mentioned that, chat. And then his friends say, don't trust Mike. And his friend Melvin, you already know he's 28 years old. And I'm like, are you for real? A 28-year-old telling someone I'm not gonna say AZ's age because I still respect him, obviously. Like, a 28-year-old telling someone in their mid-20s not to trust a 21-year-old in their early 20s, that is some bullshit, chat. I can tell someone, oh, it's raining. That's great. I love rain. Because, like, if I told someone that's younger than me, because I know Melvin's older than AZ, if I told someone that's younger than me, don't trust this person, and I'm older than that person, and that person is younger, when I tell that person not to trust that person, that would be ridiculous if I did. Okay, I could if there's a reason, but Melvin had no reason. Jeez, it's actually raining very hard. I hope no bugs occurred because apparently that bug is somewhere wherever. I hope it doesn't occur. And I'm gonna continue listening to the voice item message because apparently he's like pissed. Okay, bro, you mentioned you're getting at the bed. Bro, at my time you're getting at the bed? His time, it wasn't even his time. He said 12 his time he's getting at the bed. And I'm like, okay. But it seemed like he was getting at the bed at exactly 9 his time. So he's gotta he needs to stop getting confused because I never get confused. I never misunderstood. I overall understand, and it's not my fault. Never my fault, actually, in terms of overall, let you know. Anyway. I'm gonna play this.
I don't understand. Eric. Yeah? Why is Mike lying to me about
I wasn't necessarily lying to him.
Role playing? It's BS. He's complaining about me. Eric. Yeah, okay. Hey, Mike, did you hear my voice message? You decided to hang up on me.
Okay, I mentioned I didn't mean to. I didn't have the intention to hang up. I meant to say, I can't talk chat at the moment because, of this,
Why you keep hanging up on me, trying to talk smack behind my back? Why you
I was stating the facts, not talking shit like spreading false rumors.
why you literally like talking about me on stream saying like, oh, it's my fault for not listening, like
Well, it is because you mentioned you were gonna have to bed.
we're not doing a role play, we're telling you. And it's not my fault for you did not you played GTA with Joker and whatever your friend Andrew.
Andrew doesn't play GTA. He's playing GTA next month, or yeah, next month.
It's your fault.
No, it's not.
Telling me that allowing my opinion. Instead, you just complain about me and saying like, oh, it's like, oh, I didn't tell you to play around. You already told me I should role play around your time, 11, 10.
That was before. That was like, okay, let's do it a bit early because you have to head to bed. It seemed like you were mentioning you're gonna head to bed 9. So if you thought I was referring to your time, then explain. I was gonna mention, are you referring to your time or my time? I was gonna mention, but I didn't had a chance to, or a reason, simply because I was quite curious.
And
And he's not gonna hear this shit. I'm just mentioning it to you all, like the difference of what he's mentioning compared to what I'm mentioning, because it's never my fault, you know. It would be if him and I never roleplayed the whole week when we typically do roleplay. I remember before him and I didn't, but traumatic reasons. That's the whole point. Him and I didn't roleplay before the whole week, and then he's going to rage and all that. I even mentioned to him about that situation. And if I go to him about it, he's going to be like, oh, you're making an excuse. No, I'm not. My traumatic situation, my stress, anxiety, and depression, specifically as social, is my traumatic situation. It's no joke. I've been mentioning it for 2 years, and it's currently 2026, and I can't deal with this. He used to be very pissed, Jeff. He knew who he was, and he's like, "Oh, I am outstating facts about you. You said that yourself." No, no. And you're going to someone older than you, AZ. Come on. I'm gonna have to talk to Eric about this and see if he was lying to AZ. Like, oh yeah, like why he's not roleplaying, you know?
or texted me, so I don't know what you do. How am I supposed to know what you're supposed to do? You said we're gonna role
I know that you don't know. So
play today, but you lied to me.
I didn't. I was gonna roleplay with him, chat. I was gonna. Like, that's okay. I have trust issues when it comes to people, not their intentions.
You lied for saying like, oh, let's role play.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Do it. It's a good weapon, no? You gotta understand, like, I'm pissed right now because
I do understand.
you changed last minute again.
Tell me about it. It's like
You were changed last minute saying like, oh, it's my fault. Like,
Well, it is.
BS.
It's not.
I'm not calling you. I'm not calling.
Why would someone block me because of this? Like, this is actually like the first time in like years since he's been pissed, or that he got pissed at me. Not been pissed, but got pissed at me towards me. He wasn't pissed when I mentioned that I'm not religious. When that's why I went to him that I was joking, because he would get pissed about it, and then he's gonna be like, oh, we should believe in this Christianity. I'm not religious. Should I mention to Eric that I am, but not easy because I mentioned him that I'm joking with you all, but really I'm serious with you all? Should I mention it, chat? Anybody watching me? No? Okay, good. Because I don't want AZ to be like secretly watching me, which is like low-key stalking, because you would type in the chat immediately. So yeah, chat, if y'all join, type immediately, and if you had no reasons to, all good, because I did mention that I'm not religious when someone was joining, and they didn't mention anything, because usually AZ would when he hears something like this, or if he did again. Because thank goodness I mentioned that I'm joking with you all, when really I'm serious with you all in terms of my non-religious beliefs. Like, it's raining today. You really think a God Almighty Jesus Christ would? Like, you really think, okay, I'm going to go out there, and if I say, oh, bring thunder, which is not really thunder, it's not thundering. Because if I'm talking about thunder, but I didn't say, oh, bring thunder, God Almighty Jesus Christ, it would have occurred if he was a divine being. Checked. A divine or divinity is a myth, and religion would die within a few decades. And then my boy Joker, okay, I'm going to explain to him about the medical advancement. I'm going to mention to him, bro, it is going to be invented. Even Google has admitted. And I get some people have trust issues with Google. Bro, I trust Google with my life. I would trust it forever. I bet it's going to get very advanced that people would trust it again. Man, majority of humanity, chat, are the very, like, angry creatures compared to other creatures. Other creatures get pissed when you threaten their children or them itself, like wanting to kill them and all that. But when someone threatens to kill you, oh, they go on a warpath. They involve legal shit. It's like crazy, you know, like your own kind against you. Typically, a creature would be against another creature, not their own kind. Hey, it's evolution, chat. I'm not like that towards others unless I have a reason to. Yeah, Mason, he likes a joke. See, like I mentioned, majority of humanity, and I'm with my girl, and I don't want to leave her. The whole point I'm with her is to create love and have offsprings. You know, that's the whole point of being with someone of the opposite gender. You know, that's the whole point. And other creatures are like that too, but other creatures have their ways when it comes to relationship. They don't cheat because I know other creatures, it's like cheating, but cheating is like you feel hurt, like you've betrayed them. Like, look at the male duck. The male duck is not by his wife. The female duck is protecting its children, and the ducklings only have a mother, never a father, because the father goes and head towards other female ducks. Simple science. Because when a female human is alone, they're in deep crisis. Like, it's the end for them. The world's not going to end. And only humans think that the world's going to end. Other creatures can sense that the world's never going to end. They know that the sun is going to die, but why are we here? We're not here for no reason. We're here to protect this world. Each creature has a role. That's the whole point. People are like, you remember how last week I was like, what's the point of Earth having life? Because it automatically has life. It automatically occurs. Out of nothing, it occurs. Life occurs because when it's in the exact position. Mercury and Venus wouldn't be able to have life. So whatever position of the orbit it occurred within, it dies because of it. Mars died, well, because it was a bit further away from where Earth was in. If it was quite near Earth, Earth and Mars would have life, and people would head straight towards Mars. No worries. But now people are like, ooh, should we send humans towards Mars? No, it's like a danger, you know. And yeah, we're here because we're gonna terraform other planets. So our evolution is perfect because, you know, majority of humanity, they are complex species, whereas I'm super advanced and super complex. Like, I have exactly, I have exactly 500 IQ. I know exactly everything. Um, I'm super intelligent, super intelligence, um, super advanced. So pretty much, I'm super complex. Like, I'm very complex, but super complex. Whereas majority of humanity, they are just complex. Meaning, like, some people think that the sun is meant to die and it's just going to be like a cycle. Whereas others are like, you know what? Instead of ensuring that the sun dies, we can make it where it exists forever. No death for that star, our sun. Well, it is ours because we are within the solar system, which is how evolution started. It occurred because of cells within the Earth, where that's where we occur within. And people think, like, other human species, which is us, the Homo sapiens, think pretty much, not me. I know for a fact that we're meant to be here. But majority of humanity, they think, oh, they occurred from Mars. I mean, some think they occurred from Mars, then the others think, no, we occurred here. We're meant to occur here. Ah, man. And then the AZ gets pissed. Imagine arguing with a dog. Just imagine that. A dog would be so peaceful because they're like, you know what? It's just human language. That's how human speaks. See, human anger are stronger than other creatures' anger. See, the duck is outside. I can witness the duck. It's not actually dead. I feel like that was a skunk or some raccoon that that's like some raccoon that just wanted to eat the food but not the duck. I mean, its food is the duck. It's meat. But I didn't want to eat it because it's like, ooh, yeah, it's ducklings. I don't want to bother the duck. So yeah, chat, I am just pissed. I'm not gonna really listen to AZ voice on a message, or not voice on a message, voicemail. I'll possibly listen to it later. Voicemail, you know. Ugh. Chat, the world's not gonna end. People are like, when can the world end? It's not ending. Because majority of humanity, they think like, because majority of humanity think they have it like situated. Hey, the Earth is gonna be immortal. Why would you want to let a planet that overall had life before, and then all of a sudden you just want to throw the life away? Life is greater than the opposite of life, chat. And I'm gonna call Eric. I'm not gonna really end it right here. I'm just gonna be AFK for quite a bit, so be sure to get the report where I'm not AFK. I'll be sure to end it afterwards once I get finished with calls Eric, because I want you to hear what Eric has to mention about it. Because people can pretend to agree with someone, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh no, I wasn't really complaining about the roleplay and all that," because it seemed like he was calm. He would have said it to my face, and he's not like that to go behind my back, because him and I have great terms. That's how other creatures are. They have to have great terms with their own kind. Well, other creatures, they have it very simple with each other, but our own kind, I can make it simple with others. That's the whole point why I'm having plenty of friends. Whereas majority of humanity, they're like, who's this individual? Okay, you didn't even know who that person is. You're gonna get to know who that person is. Other creatures may not know who that creature is. They see another duck, but they're like, who is this duck? Well, they join anyway. They join each other anyway because they're like, I'm a duck, it's a duck. You would typically be like, who's this creature? I never interacted with this creature. I know who this creature is, but I never interacted with this. You're gonna get to interact with it. Okay, when I say who this person is, meaning I'm quite curious, even though I do know and overall do know, because I overall know, then you know. Because like I mentioned, chat, I know exactly everything you know. Let us you know. So anyway, I'm gonna just mute myself for quite a bit. So be sure to get the point where I'm not AFK. I can't deal with this. I can't. Like, this is like ridiculous and it's childish. Yeah, adults can argue if it's logical, but not like this. This is like, okay, I get we did a roleplay for that many minutes, but that's how long we can do it. You never complained about it before, so why complain about it now? Hope you all catch all this, because I mentioned plenty of shit, chat. Complained about it before. Oh man, I mentioned plenty of shit. Okay, perfect. And thank goodness my mic, I don't have a headset on because it will malfunction, then you wouldn't catch half of it. So yeah, I talk to my controller, and y'all have to hear what I have to mention. This is free speech. This is America. The U.S. is going to be a forever thing. People are like, how did our ancestors figure out a way to create a country to have freedom? They figured out a way because each state can resemble a country specifically, pretty much, you know. Like I know if you head to Arizona, it would be like a desert in Mexico, you know, but really it's in the US. So each state resembles a country. Michigan resembles Canada, but there's no mountains in Michigan. I mean, there's some because I witnessed on the Google map, or not Google Maps, the Apple map, the GPS map. I witnessed, I love the Apple map, the GPS, you know? Yeah, I witnessed like, what did I witness? I'm pretty sure I witnessed a mountain was in Michigan. I'm like, possibly it's rare to witness a mountain in Michigan, and there's just some. But if Google mentioned there's no mountains in Michigan, then it was possibly not a mountain, you know? But yeah, bro, the duck is out there. It's just chilling. It can possibly hear me and AZ barking towards each other. But it's like, you know what? I'm not a human. I'm a duck. So like it's doing its own thing. And it's a female duck. See, female ducks can do things independently, so why can't female humans be a single mother? Meaning like they're single, they're alone, they're doing it solo. Why do they need a man? Why do females need man? Why do female humans need man or men's? I'm not saying they can't. This is a questioning to why in terms of evolution. Because a man, because you do realize all other creatures are the same. Well, actually, no, not all creatures are the same. Like if you see a wolf, you're not gonna do with a fox. You're not gonna mate with a fox if you're a wolf. But you're in the same family. See, humans, the hominid species, they can have sex with Neanderthals, and That's interbreeding though, because they're not meant to breed with a Neanderthals. Yes, they're both. Yes, Homo sapiens and Neanderthals are humans, but they have different characteristics. So the whole point is because you only carry your Middle Eastern race. Well, okay, there's other Middle Eastern human species out there, male and female. So pretty much because I'm Middle Eastern and my girl's white, if she were to go with someone else of a different race, yeah, human, it's a human. They're both humans, male and female. But because if she has me, she'll have the personality, the characteristics, all that shit. Like our kids are gonna be knowledgeable because I know exactly everything, and she doesn't because you know how when she plays The Walking Dead, it's like she doesn't make perfect choices. Like I have to pretty much help her, so pretty much I'm gonna play the whole game for her. And if I don't play for her, I'm like, I'm cool with it as long as it's not necessarily her account. Just watch. I know she's gonna choose Kenny. I'm gonna make her play episode 5 of season 2. Actually, I should. I want to see if she's gonna choose Jane. Choose Jane. I guess she's gonna die, but Kenny and Jane are gonna die. Would you want to witness Kenny get into a car accident and die? Or would you want to witness Jane kill herself because she feels that as a single woman she can't manage it? See, I feel like humans are the only species where they kill themselves because they're single. And yes, there is other creatures out there where I know there's other creatures out there where like they're in group, like for example, a wolf. Like a male wolf sticks with the female wolf. Or is it just humans? Like are we the only species where it needs a man to be with the female? But I know a female rabbit abandons their children, so not all creatures abandon their children. Like if a human abandoned their children, um, like like human children, if they did, it would be adopted. Well, hey, humans domesticate other creatures, and other creatures can domesticate other creatures. Pretty much any species they can domesticate, meaning to earn this trust. Can we domesticate ourselves? No. Like if I adopt someone, they're gonna know I'm a human, and they're a human. So what did I just drop? Oh, GT disc fall because of the gravity. It just fall automatically. And people think because of a ghost. Okay, why do you believe in ghosts? I don't believe in ghosts. Actually, I don't. I don't believe in ghosts because pretty much ghosts are like demons in mythological term. I don't believe in that shit. But the question is, can I still watch those type of videos on YouTube? Absolutely, but apparently there's not much Christian videos that occurs on YouTube. I'm pretty sure because YouTube knows what I love. Because you know people they're like, oh don't scroll, don't scroll. Be sure to hear this. Okay, why do you want that person to not scroll? Why do you want that person to not scroll? Yeah, pretty much that's the question. Anyway, I don't necessarily want to deal with this shit. I I can't. AZ is gonna do the roleplay with me. So when I do the roleplay with him, I'm gonna do it exactly that time. I'm gonna say, we're gonna do 10:30. We're gonna do 10:30 because my girl's gonna be asleep. Oh no 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 no. Because Valentina has to have to bed and because she wants me to be quiet. I gotta Okay, so I'm adjusting the time not because of my girl, but you know. Or I'm gonna have a word with him. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna say, alright, AZ, you need to apologize because and then he would potentially apologize saying, oh, he's sorry for being pissed. So and I'm like, okay, why is he getting pissed? It's like mood swings, though. You know how people have mood swings and they don't mean any of it? I mean, he's an adult, so I really wouldn't want to put it on him. I feel like that's just personal anger, but he got angry for the wrong reasons, you know. And I'm going to be AFK for quite a bit, so be sure to skip the part where I'm not AFK, alright? And I'm going to end it afterward. I'm not going to continue, alright? Anyway. Alright, chat, I'm back. Let us know. Anyway, I'm gonna call Eric. 2112. Let me see if Eric is awake at exactly 12:15. I'm gonna call him. Hmm. Eric. I'm gonna call him. Watch. He's a bit cool. I'm not calling him, but yo, what's good?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, were you pissed at me as well, or was it just him?
Just him.
Hmm. Yeah. Why was he pissed? Because he said he was gonna head to bed around that time.
Because you don't play role playing.
I did it with him yesterday. I mean, hey, we're gonna do it later today anyway, like whenever. But yeah, I just want to call because of that. So I'll just be sure to catch you later once he gets finished with work or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, bro. I'll catch you later then.
Alright.
All right. I just want to consider calling him simply because like he said because I didn't roleplay with him. But that's just AZ. See, Eric's not pissed at me. See, I just want to hear something from him. Hey, you know how you go to someone in person and you're like, "Are you pissed at me?" iPhones. You remember how I mentioned to Google? Um, what's the point of iPhone invention and car invention in terms of human evolution? Well, pretty much human evolution because other creatures they have the ability to run very fast and they can carry whatever. Whereas us, bro, I can like run distances. I can run distances. Like I can like walk from Michigan to California. No, like I never get tired. I never get tired. I'm like awake. Okay, whenever I'm in my bed, my head is like hurting. Like you gotta sleep, man. Your traumatic situation is harming your head, and I'm like, I head to bed, and that's why I don't charge my phone. I'm gonna charge my phone tonight because I do have a barbershop, and I have to hit the barbershop. My stepmom's gonna pay. I'm like, hey, yeah, she can pay. My stepmom can pay because my stepmom do pay. Yes, I do have money, chat. I do work. I have a job. I'm 21. Come on. Well, a seasonal job. I'm gonna get a job like full time. I'm gonna have an interview next week, and then I'm gonna talk about it. It's gonna be 30-minute interview. So I gotta wake up at my mom's place. I'm gonna set a timer on my phone, hoping it wakes me up. I'm gonna possibly set it for 11 something. So I'm gonna head to bed like exactly 4:30. So if I head to bed at 4:30, what's my mom's place? It'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be like 7 hours of sleep. And I'm gonna wake up. I'm not gonna dream. I'm gonna be like, you know what? No dream, no dream. Dream on Wednesday. Dream on Wednesday. Or I could test it out on Monday at my mom's place. I could test it out, and then I could do it on Tuesday. And once I'm awake, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait until 2:30 because I want to stream it. I want to stream my interview. It's gonna be a phone call. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a phone call. That is gonna be like a great interview. So I'm gonna be like, hey, I'll be there next week. I'll be there. I'll be sure to be there on April, whatever. Or I'll be there on that day. Can we start on Monday? Can we do? You need me for work. You need me. Where's it at? How many minutes away? Like I want to question her those. I don't have to mention how much I want to make, or I could mention like what's my starting point afterwards. Because if you ask what's in the interview, then they're gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna take you. You just want the money. You don't want to work. If you ask after the interview, cool. You know, or they'll explain to you afterwards. And Brooke, she's the manager. I'm like, damn, that's my manager. She's a girl, but I'm not going for her. Hell no, she's older. I prefer young chicks overall, and I love Piper. I want to provide for her. Once I get that job chat, I got you. I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna mention to Az about this because I don't want him to be mad at me when he's like, "Oh shit, he had to work," But anyway, chat, I'm gonna end right there. If you want to see more of me playing this, like I mentioned, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm ending it. Take this chat. And I don't want to say AZ if you're watching because he'll pretty much hear all that and then he's going to know I'm not religious. He's going to potentially realize that I can choose my own beliefs because I don't want him to force me to get baptized and all that. Because if you get baptized, that just means you're part of that religion. Like, I'm not going to baptize my children. I'm not. There's no need to because they're not going to be religious either. But can I do it to go with the family flow? Hey, I was baptized when I was a baby, and I didn't choose to be baptized. But why do babies get baptized though? You should like wait until they're older and then make them choose their own belief. And if they want to be religious, respect that. That's why we have freedom of religion. For now, until religion is dead, then there's going to be no freedom of religion. Meaning you have the free will to be entitled to your beliefs, but religion is. Who knows how the Constitution will change once that's dead? Because the Constitution is going to potentially change. It's unchanging at the moment, but it's not going to be a permanent Constitution. The Constitution could potentially change. Like, what if the drinking age got lowered in the future because of human evolution? I mean, I drank at 16, but really, I didn't get drunk and shit. So, thank goodness, because I'm 21, I can drink. I can legally drink in public, but at home too, because I can buy alcohol and shit. Show my ID to be like, hey, I'm 21. Because, bro, I look young. And then my boy Joker's like, oh, your dad's slowly aging? Bro, I'm never aging, my brother. I feel like I don't. I feel like I didn't explain these things to him. I gotta explain about more about myself to him. But he's chill. I love Joker. He's 6. He's gonna be 16. That's cool. Let us But I'm jumping into his chat. So anyway, I am gonna for real just stream it. And actually, yeah, The Walking Dead. I'm actually gonna stream it later today. So I'm gonna be sure to. And yeah, I was eating when I was watching the. So yeah, and then Clem is like, oh, let's find our parents. Or her parents, excuse me, not our parents. And I'm like, bro, they're dead. And yeah, I know I was hard on her in season 1, but y'all know I'm not gonna be hard on her in season 2 and all that. I'm like, chill with her, because she understands more. Because yeah, she's 11. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's a tween. I'm not gonna make her drink and shit. I mean, I want to see what it's like. It's like you're making Clem be her age. Why would you want her to drink? She's gonna cough and all that shit. And then people are like, why doesn't she die? Why doesn't she die when she drinks alcohol? Like, I'm gonna do research. How can Clem, as an 11-year-old, not necessarily die from alcohol? Isn't it overall bad for the human brain and her organ, all that? Or is it just a game to see what would it be like just so the kids in real life doesn't do it? So I'm going to ask Google that. And yeah, Jane was like 12 to 14 when she drank. So I'm going to actually ask Google now. I never forget, chat. Um, I just want to overall mention to Google, like, oh, why, Because just overall, let me channel anyway. And then I'm going to enter these chat. Hold on, let me ask that. Let me ask Google. It's a lot of typing I gotta do though. Why exactly within Telltale? Like I mentioned, chat, my grammar is very perfect. Hold on, I'm gonna plug my phone charger real quick. Real quick. Because my phone is at what? 99%. Damn. Once I charge my phone, it's gonna be at 100 potentially. My charger's aight, but I want to ensure it's aight. Because then once it potentially malfunction, and what's it tells of The Walking Dead. And if my girl wakes up this late, I want to be like texting her whenever. And I'm not necessarily pissed at her, so just FYI. Was entitled to The Walking Dead, drank alcohol. Hold on, can I use the what's it called? Text speech? Alcohol. No. Alcohol. alcohol despite her being 11 years old. Would that overall damage her brain and as well organs in terms her developing body? Okay, within Tales of the Walking Dead Season 2, Clementine, who is over 11-year-old, drinking alcohol is a player choice option. Associated with narrative themes of over survival, maturity, and the abandonment of old world rules. Why Clementine overdrinks alcohol, the rite of passage in over mental maturity. The character, specifically Jane, overall mentions Clementine to drink alcohol to acknowledge her as an adult survivor and not necessarily a child, signaling that she is overall considered an equal among the group. Well, yeah, because Melissa Hutchison is an adult, but she's voice acting a child, and Clementine's not necessarily 18 or an adult until season 4. Um, a moment of normalcy/relief. The world they live within is quite hellish. Overall, sharing a drink serves associates a fleeting moment of relief, bonding or acting like an adult within the world where childhood does not necessarily exist. Curiosity and social pressure. Players can over choose to ensure Clementine drink with Nick or Jane to also associate a curiosity about the world or to avoid awkwardness/upsetting adult survivors within fragile emotional states. Role-playing element. The decision physical/biological consequence was an 11-year-old body. While the game does not necessarily show long-term health consequences from a real-world scientific perspective, her brain and organs are still overdeveloping. Brain damage/neurotoxicity. Alcohol overall acts as a neurotoxin. Alcohol consumption within puberty can overall disrupt the development of the brain's frontal lobe, responsible for decision-making and impulse control. Organ development. Alcohol can overall damage the liver, pancreas, and overall gastrointestinal tract of a developing body, as they are not necessarily fully developed to maintain metabolism of alcohol effectively or overall immune system and growth. Alcohol can overall damage immune function, overall interfere with physical development. Game context. Within the context of the story, majority of the players who let her drink argue that within the world where she is constantly facing death by walkers or live humans, or majority of humanity, the immediate risk of drinking a small amount of alcohol is negligible compared to the daily fatal dangers she overall faces or associates. Note, within majority of the scenarios, Clementine typically takes a small sip or spats the alcohol out, which overall minimize but not necessarily eliminate the risk associated with alcohol consumption within a child. Gotcha, okay. I'm not going to necessarily let her drink alcohol, though. That's just how you raise a child. And that's just how alcohol is over, I mean, I drank at 16. I'm not going to risk it with my children. Possibly in the future, if they do lower the drinking age, hey, might as well. Who knows what they'll lower to. At the moment, it's 21. So if my kids want alcohol, they're going to have to wait until they're a teenager if I want to let them at home. At the moment, though, I don't necessarily want them to die. You know, and just gotta ensure they're protected until they're 21, or whenever. I mean, when they're an adult, then I can have them. I can ensure they have plenty. Let us, But anyway, chat, I'm gonna enjoy here taking these chat. I love you all. I just want to do a research,